important.
2, 1.
Hi, we're here. We're actually here. My goodness, what's going on? D&D? What's that? What are these? What are these things? I don't know what they're for. Anyway. Yes. Hello and welcome to an evening of Dungeons and Dragons with us, Dyson Mimics. Who's ready for a wedding? No. Joining me tonight, as usual, we have Annette as Talia Darkthorn.
Hello, darlings.
We have Ben as both Valdizian and Ert. You were muted, good sir. If you would like to try that again.
No, I was playing. I wasn't actually. Evening.
Don't do that to me. Don't.
Don't put that shit in the world.
No. Steph as Vienna.
Hello.
We have Reese as Blossom.
Hello.
And we have the dashing groom, Aaron as Zandal. Get back on camera.
You say dashing.
Dashing away.
Yeah. Dashing away from Dragonfire, dashing away from exploding.
Do you need
experiments.
haste?
Finry casts Force Cage.
Maybe he needs slow, so it lasts longer. Just saying.
Oh, I can already tell this is going to be almost as bad as the Hen Do Stag Do episode last time.
Oh dear.
So, before we get into what this is going to be, free warning for any viewers, this is basically going to just be a roleplay session. If you're not into that, sorry, but that's predominantly what this session is going to be, unless someone does something absolutely stupid. Looking at
and
you,
it is
then.
us, so
unless someone does something absolutely stupid, there shouldn't be any.
Absolutely start a bar fight.
Great. Anyway,
Right, so we definitely need to wrap up Vienna in her own bloody wool.
Any announcements or housekeeping before I get into a not well needed recap?
It's just our normal one, which is we'd like to do a thank you to all of the tools, or rather, all of the developers who work on the tools that we use for our D&D stream. So we use D&D Beyond for our character sheets, or most of us do. Some people like Excel spreadsheets and get brackets in the wrong place.
It has popped up again, so...
So we'd like to thank all the developers on D&D Beyond who make things seamless. We also like Sirenscape, who come up with new soundscapes and ambience for our streams, and Roll20 for making doing maps and things really easy and doing the rolls really easy. So developers, keep up the good work. We wouldn't be able to have such a seamless experience without you. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. So, last time, my party broke me. They broke me.
Yeah, we did.
They had a stag do and a hen do, and there was fantasy body shots and burlesque and strippers and
Broken walls.
And I had to RP all the NPCs.
The bra made out
time
of
of my life. Time of my life.
Yep. You can see why I did not enjoy that.
You loved it.
Yeah, come on, you came up with a bra out of helmet, so...
Oh yeah, but that's not. You cannot trust anything I say when I roleplay nut. I just let my mind go. So... Yeah, so hijinks ensued. Nothing really productive was done, and probably only one productive thing will get done this session, which is Zandal and Finry tying the knot. So, we're going to time jump a bit to the day of the wedding. So, I'm going to ask now, in the days prior to the wedding, is there anything important any of your player characters will want to have done? Is there anything you want to wrap up or have done before we go into the wedding? Yes?
Wait, you first, Aaron.
Oh, no, you go first. I'm. There is some bits, but I've got to figure out how to articulate it.
British politeness.
Oh,
I
God.
would have liked to reach back out to Fraudowin and checked what progress he made chatting to, I think it was his mother and the Council of Dragons, based on our warning and things that are coming.
Yeah. Okay. Talia, you've got a finger up.
Probably just check in with the underground. I want to check in with the spy network, see what else they might have seen.
Okay. So you know that Gunter's basically in charge of that, so that's easy enough to do.
Looking for some information.
So, and Xandal, what was it you were wanting to?
Xandal's just sort of like wedding prep, as well as he was doing some inventing, just letting his mind actually not focus on something, but just invent.
Okay. So, we'll go through in order. So, Val, it's easy enough for you to head out one day to Fraudwim's cave. Upon arriving there, you do find that Fraudwim himself is not present. However, he has left behind a merfolk who appears from that pool at the back of the cave, who is obviously there basically to watch and guard Fraudwim's lair whilst he's away on his behalf.
And kind of voicemail.
Not quite, more like a housekeeper. And the merfolk informs you that Fraudwim is still currently away at the Council of the Metallic Dragons. He merely can inform you that they left about a week ago. They don't know when he'll be back.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, you can leave a message with them to pass on to Fraudwim if you want. It's entirely up to you, or you can wait until Fraudwim returns.
I'll just I'll leave a message saying that I'll be back in the next couple of days in the area.
Okay.
We'll check in as and when we can.
All right. So Talia, you quite easily catch up with Gunter, and he informs you that nothing has really progressed much further. It's only been realistically a couple of days to a week since you guys came back from the Drake Crags. And he informed you that obviously they'd rooted out all the faceless agents within Mahon, and they were working on sort of slowly expanding that outwards. They had isolated 3 main areas where they think they have bases, which was the Desolation of Samuta, the Black Waste, and Cadon, the City of Gardens. Yeah, he says he's got agents working on trying to pin down any other potential bolt holes or outposts of any kind, but obviously it's difficult with how A, organized, and B, slippery the Faceless are. Yeah. Okay. And obviously, Xandal, you begin inventing and tinkering and playing around with different ideas. You don't get very far, mainly because a lot of the time, just as you're getting started, either Finri or Halise is coming along and dragging you away to go and do various bits for the wedding. There's things like cake tasting, there's meeting the new archbishop, there's going to the actual rehearsal and the rehearsal dinner, and discussing with people about where to have the reception and all this sort of stuff. Stop breaking each other in the chat. I can see you doing it.
He starts developing an air fryer.
But no, as like I say, it's like I say, you don't really get a lot done. You get a couple of like ideas sketched down and the beginnings of like maybe starting small models, prototypes, but you don't get anything major done because every time you think you're about to have a free moment, Halise is kicking down your door and dragging you off somewhere, or Finri's sending for you.
Oh yeah. Plus his own personal plans as well.
Yeah. But eventually, after a couple of days of downtime and just being able to rest and relax. And another thing is that your vault has been reinforced. Rachnaveil has put in place a number of magical traps on the corridor leading down to it, as well as Barras has sent a team of artisans to put in a second vault door in front of the main one. So it is now doubly defended. So Vienna no longer has to sit there on a stool in front of the vault door.
No, she's still going to be like, every time she walks past, she's still going to be glancing and keeping.
Oh yeah, and between you, Rook, and Gunter, and other people in the Jigging Jester, it is kept under pretty constant watch, but you no longer feel the need to guard it 24/7.
How's Wilma doing, by the way?
You have seen Wilma has gotten back on her feet. She's spending time with Urt, but she still has yet to reopen her shop. She's still obviously recovering from the emotional shock from everything that had happened. But it looks like Urt is being able to help her through the worst of it. Okay. So, a few days pass, and the morning dawns. And as dawn begins to crest on the horizon, Zandal, you hear a knock at your door.
I'm already awake. I go and answer it.
Yeah, you answer it, and you see Helise stood there, hands on her hips, as she looks at you, and goes, "Right, come on, time to get you ready. First off, shower, bath, whatever, clean.
Yes,
No grease, no tools."
I'm going.
Yes, well, come on, chop, 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 chop. And she ushers you off to get cleaned up. The rest of you can hear as normally the Jigging Jester there's like a low hum of people even at this time of the day when sort of the night shift are coming off and people are coming in. But this morning, that hum of voices isn't there. Instead, there is just busy, industrious sounds coming from the kitchen. As you know that later on in the evening, the informal reception is due to happen here at the Jigging Jester. There is the actual wedding ceremony, the formal reception for, the more hoity-toity of Lord Shatterson's acquaintances, and then there is the informal reception here at the Jigging Jester.
Knowing that it's his day, can Val go and see what's going on with Zandal?
Yeah, easily. As you get up, Val, Helise rounds on you as you come out your door and goes, "You, best man, come on, you need to get ready too.
Okay.
Move, now." And she, like the cold iron chain whips out from around her waist, snagging your
I
wrist.
forgot she nicked that from me.
And she...
Oh wait, no, I gave it to her, didn't I?
Yeah. She drags you off to go and pushes you into the same bathroom Zandal is in. And you hear her call out, "If you're not done in 20 minutes, I'm sending Gunter in there."
Why have you been inventing for the last 24 hours? Like, surely you should have been cleaning. Like, you have such stubborn stains on your skin. And Val grabs a scrubbing brush.
I'm trying to remain focused and not dwell on everything.
And I scrub in a certain area that... Oh, did you get
Not
oil
making
down
any-
there?
Meanwhile, Helise goes and knocks at the doors of Talia and Vienna.
Hello? Still just wrapped in just a sheet.
Yeah. Ladies,
Can I help you?
you have an hour before you're expected at the Shatterson estate to begin prepping. Well, A, you're the bridesmaids. Yes. So you're going to be A, helping Finri get ready, B, keeping her calm, and C, getting ready yourselves. Your dresses have already been delivered there.
Keep her calm. Finri.
Yes, keep her calm.
I am in trouble. Quickly
Fiona-
run to
least-
get dressed.
We'll actually see that Fiona's actually already getting ready. She's actually already up and about. And
See, why can't you be more like her? As she,
Because I'm not.
as she goes off, and you know, Halise is one of the bridesmaids as well, so she'll be living with you
Yeah.
when you go.
So I'll rush to my wardrobe, quickly get changed, be like, Gunter, you should probably get ready too.
Gunter sort of looks up and goes, yeah, and like the other two, I'm actually clean most of the time, so...
Help me with this corset.
Well-
Do it up, not undone.
Oh, that's a shame. You do realize you're meant to be getting dressed when you get there. You can just put on casual clothes now, yeah?
I can.
Yes, she said
Quickly strips back off.
She said your bridesmaid dress is waiting at the Chateau Sun estate with Finri.
I'm
because you
not
are
used
going-
to weddings.
Neither am I, although I've crashed a few in my time. Both that
I
groom and
really
that-
want to know, but I really don't have time.
Both that groom and that bride were very receptive. Anyway,
You have all the fun. Right, anyway, casual clothes, okay.
I'm assuming Blossom gets this treatment as well.
no, Blossom is not a bridesmaid. If you
Oh.
remember from last time, Blossom is... There are 3 bridesmaids and 3 groomsmen. And it was Halise, Talia, and Vienna for the bridesmaids. And it's Gunter, Val, and... No, it's Rachna Vale, Val, and Gunter.
Are
Yeah.
you sure? Because I'm sure that Blossom got an outfit.
Blossom
Blossom
got a
got an
dress.
outfit.
She got
It
a
was
dress
like
to
a-
go to the wedding in, but it wasn't a bridesmaid dress.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could swear.
Yeah.
So, because Blossom is just a guest, she doesn't have to prep the same as the rest of you. She is not part of the ceremony. She just has to turn up.
She's casually chilling with Rook and Val's mum.
Yeah. Rook,
As they
Amber,
do.
Remind
Rook,
me.
Amber, and Grifter.
Fucking hell.
So yeah.
Did your mum?
Right, Xander,
Yeah, have you-
one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to watch you whilst you do all of your shaving. I would suggest you shave certain areas that you wouldn't normally shave. Here's a razor, please.
It's at this point, Gunter appears from a shadow and just sort of flops down on a stool in a corner. Like, you know you have 10 minutes left before she's going to get really upset.
You have to
I just
perform
quickly
tonight, you know
shaved
that.
my face.
Make me a dexterity check, Sandal.
Dexterity check. 18.
18. It is the quickest but closest shave of your life. And you, though you are careful, you think you've done a good job. You think you've done pretty well.
Okay. I'm still nervous as fuck.
I could
I
give
good?
this that. And as Gunter pulls out a hip flask. Here you go.
The fuck is this?
Can I sniff
Alcohol.
it
I'm not
first?
getting wankered on my day.
Can I
Well,
sniff
not all
it
of it,
first?
just a nip. Fortifies the nerves.
As best man, I want to
After
sniff
After
it
having a
first.
close shave, I don't think nip was a
Yeah.
good turn of phrase.
Yeah, go ahead, Val. Have a sniff, have a try.
I don't trust you.
Admittedly, I wouldn't either, so that's fair. sniff
How strong
this-
does it
I
smell?
would.
You sniff the flask. It smells sweet and smoky. You can identify it as one of the nicer whiskies from downstairs. It's strong, but it's more meant for flavor than anything.
Tiniest sip. You have not had breakfast.
Yeah, I do take a small sip.
Okay. And as you do take a small sip, it does burn on the way down, but it helps you sort of center your mind and calm yourself just a little bit.
Yeah.
As Gunter takes the flask back, knocks back a decent gulp, does it up. I have better tolerance, and I'm only a groomsman. Tucks it away.
It's a tiny man.
Yeah? Have you
be
ever
fair,
had a
like-
drinking contest against the halfling before?
No, the
You
last
lost,
drinking...
you lost in a drinking contest and a fight to a dwarf. Don't think I don't know about that.
Yeah, I was going to say the last
I'm
drinking contest didn't
resistant
end out
against
well.
poisons. Alcohol
Yeah,
is technically a
Don't
poison.
judge people on sizes. Val, You can quite as easily get a Goliath drunk as you can a human or a halfling.
Says the guy that rolled a 12 on the D20, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, time. I gotta go start getting ready. Everyone.
Yeah, I would suggest yes. Your outfit has been laid out in your room, the room that you hardly ever sleep in, but it's laid out in there. Val, yours is in yours, and I've already got mine. I do believe Vale has his, so
I literally just grab a towel and burst through the meeting in.
And I follow him because the priority today is he looks the best. If he does not dress correctly, tie his cravat correctly, have everything turned up the way that Finley wants it, I'm going to be fucking dead. So, like, I would rather me look like a piece of shit than him look like a piece of shit.
So by this point, the ladies are, as you burst out, the ladies are just leaving to head out to Halcyon Heights and the Shatter Sun Estate. And as Halise sees you bursting out, she gives a nod of approval for your timely cleaning. She looks
Morning,
like
ladies.
Just this halfling running down the hallway and nothing but
It's
a
the
towel.
Great
over.
Blur. Just a slight towel and naked body running across the corridor.
He
Good,
actually smells clean.
Val chasing along behind and Gunter just sauntering along behind, giving you all a little wave.
Gunter put a towel on at least.
Gunter was fully clothed. Gunter was fairly clean. Unlike you two, he didn't need to scrub. He's basically gone in there, like, taken his jerkin off and just done like a washcloth clean because he's fairly clean. He hasn't got stains everywhere.
Yeah, we'll make our way to Finry.
Yep. Zandal, as you get to your room, you find Grifter in there looking. You see a number of light, like, hand marks on his cheeks, and he looks very drowsy. And he looks up at you and goes, "Halise has instructed me to make sure that you get dressed correctly and on time. And oh my god, it's too early for this."
Just start grabbing my clothes.
Yep. And you see the clothes that have been left for you, Val, once you've collected yours. They are they're in the same colours as the ladies' bridesmaids' dresses, but they are obviously suits. But joined in with the suit is also a ceremonial breastplate for each of you. And Zandal, on yours, you see emblazoned over the heart, engraved, a wing surrounded by a cog.
Thought of everything.
That's cute.
Tear up, man.
But you spend at least an hour getting every part of this suit as correct as possible. Grifter shines your shoes and your boots. He makes sure that, like, your trousers are aligned correctly. He makes sure your cravat is tied. He polishes the breastplate before tying it in place. He makes sure that the cuffs are pressed and buttoned correctly. And then he begins trying to tame your hair.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, ladies, after about 30 minutes walk, you eventually arrive at the Shattersun Estate. You've been to the Shattersun Estate before. It's a small cottage in its own little section of woodland that's been left fairly wild. It's very different compared to every other noble estate in Halcyon Heights. This morning, it looks like a staging ground for an army. You can see coaches, you can see tents set up, you can see maids bustling around everywhere. You can see what looks like a large marquee being set up with magic. You can see what looks almost like portable kitchens being set up. You can see a band beginning to tune on a recently constructed stage. Everything is being put together at a fast and almost militaristic level of organization.
And the poor father had just been ejected from his own home, like.
Oh yes, you see Lord Ambrose Shatterson just sort of leaning against the wall with a mug of breakfast beer, just watching all of this, and just you see there's just like this sort of melancholy smile on his face.
Is this a wedding or are we going to war?
This is the most extravagant thing I've ever seen, I think.
I mean, depending on who you ask, you'll get different answers, my dear.
I mean, if Sandal's late, it's probably war, right?
Oh, if Sandal's late, I'm pretty sure that's going to mean a manhunt on a citywide proportion. Yes. Now, I do believe you probably should get upstairs. At this point, you see as one of the upstairs windows shatters as a stool is thrown through it.
Oh shit, we should hurry. Let's go.
Yep, we'll go very quickly.
Be a Shatterson wedding without some shattering, right?
Yep, as you two and Halise quickly head up the stairs, you find Finri clad in only her nightshirt, absolutely fuming, looking at a bouquet of flowers that has been presented to her, going, no, the petals are out of place. This can't be right. It can't be right.
Finri, darling, please. You need to get dressed. The flowers can wait, yes?
She rounds on you, and in her hand, a glowing longsword appears. From nowhere, just like literally appears. Her eyes
Darling,
are glowing.
if you kill the bridesmaids, you're not going to get away married, right? You do know this.
She pauses and freezes, and bursts into tears as the longsword disappears.
Oh, Vienna, shit, I don't know what to do with tears. Oh, well, you...
Fiona actually walks up to her and slaps her across the face.
I love Fiona so much.
Okay. I'm going to say roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
Just say roll me initiative then.
We end up killing the bride. Fucking hell. It's a red
As
wedding.
the bridesmaid follows the stool.
27.
27. You watch
Not
as
20.
that Finri sort of looks shocked for a moment. Then the rage enters the eyes. And then
You will pull yourself together now.
and then it vanishes, and she just lets out a long, slow breath. Thank you for that, Vienna.
I
Needed
quickly,
that.
run my hand down her cheek and cast Cure Wounds just to get rid of the redness, because, yeah, we don't want to be getting married with a handprint.
Oh, there was no redness. Her
Oh,
face
it's probably
had
like
been knocked.
slapping steel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vienna, your
It's more
hand
to-
does hurt
Yeah,
slightly.
it's more to snap her out of it. So
She
Just,
rises.
like
Yeah.
those steel bins where you just slap them, it just echoes. Feels like that was
Yeah.
the sound effect.
But as she stands back up and straightens to her full height and takes a deep breath. Right. Come along, ladies. Let's get dressed. But first, a bath. As she grabs both of you and literally lifting you by like the lapels almost, or by the cuffs of your shirts. She carries you through the cottage to a nice and small bathroom, but with quite a large bath in it, which has already been drawn, and she sheds her own nightshirt and steps in.
Fanfic
goes-
moment.
Oh my
Well-
god. Zandal, you're so lucky. Concentrate. Okay.
yeah, Fiona will just do. She's almost like being regimented in terms of like nobility and just knows
Yeah.
the process sort of thing.
Yep.
Not necessarily with weddings as such, but
Yeah.
There's just
And
me
then-
military precision, quick wash, because I'm used to getting washed very quickly.
And as you go to
from
try
my
to-
ex-military.
As you go to try to do that, Talia, a number of maids have come into the room, and they immediately stop you, and they start like properly brushing your hair. They start doing your nails. They start giving you manicures, pedicures, everything.
What is going on?
yeah, I must admit this is even a lot for me to process.
By the end of
Yep.
the bath, you have all been properly primped and prepped, and you are then guided from there back to Halisa's room, where your dresses stand on mannequins with a number of, again, these same maids ready, and they begin quickly taking parts of the outfits and beginning to place them onto you. And in between those sort of people doing that, there's people who are starting to apply makeup. There's people starting to style your hair. Everything is being done all at once in and around each other. And it's just this mad storm around you.
I just have one request: no covering up my scars
You see one of the ladies who's
or my tattoo.
one of the ladies who's dressing you goes, "Well, the dress doesn't cover them, and we weren't instructed to put any makeup anywhere but your face." So,
Okay, very good.
Fiona kind of looks at a reflection in a mirror and she's like, the pink hair annoys me.
you see, one of the women is actually like looking at your pink hair, scuttles off and comes back, and she starts styling your hair, but she's like getting like a potion bottle, dipping a brush in it and running it through. And though it's not getting rid of the pink, it's adding different colors on top of it.
Ah.
And you see like she's adding like dark purples and blues and
I thought there
dark
was no
green.
covering up because it's a curse.
Yeah, wait for it.
Okay.
She's putting all these on, and you Vienna expect them to vanish and not be there. And then you just hear this faint whisper in your mind. I'll allow it for today. I'm a fan of weddings too, you know. What? No, Lady Windsor, no. And you hear
I'm sorry,
now
shouldn't that
she's
be
doing
Lady
fine.
Winter? Yes, yes, yes.
you don't know what Lady Windsor was doing.
Good.
But
At
yes,
least
and
for
you
a
see
day.
she styles it to look more like an aurora.
Yeah.
And she
Oh,
styles it into like a beautiful, like sort of bun with waving ringlets coming down off of your hair. But
That's just me with like dual length hair. Good luck styling this.
you see one of them looks at it and they sort of like bring out a pair of scissors.
What are you doing?
Do we have your permission, or would you prefer to go looking as you are?
What? You have scissors. My hair's already very short.
Yes, we're going to make
can
it
at least
slightly
pin it
shorter.
back.
Good.
Where?
On one side, we're going to do sort of a half cut.
No.
You can
Very
pin
well.
it back.
They
And
then
Vienna actually
start-
grabs like a pin.
Oh yeah,
and she
they
actually pins like one side back.
they start getting like pins and stuff and styling your hair into more of an actual style rather than just
Yeah.
Whatever
hanging.
the hell Talia could be bothered to do in the morning,
Yeah.
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 You see, Halise isn't being spared all this either. Halise is having all of this happen as well, and you see a number of like you guys have each got like 2 or 3 maids each. Finri has like 10 all around her, and you see as her dress gets put on, she's then taken behind a screen, as you see. Like you did at the dress fitting, Nut comes sloping in. Although much cleaner than you have ever seen Nut. You can see his scales look nice. You can see he is dressed nicely. He's got like a nice, almost like, not quite a suit. He's got sort of like nice trousers and a like nice shirt on with a attempt at a tie. And his mechanical arm is the one that has all like the interchangeable parts has been replaced with just like a base metal arm. And he comes in carrying that big sack again, nods to you all, and goes behind that screen. But eventually you 3 are ushered out of the room and down the stairs towards carriages, expected to be taken to the Radiant Cathedral ahead of the bride, along with the father of the bride, Ambrose. And as Ambrose and you 3 get into a carriage together, you see this carriage is being pulled by beautiful white horses. As he sits down in the carriage with you and goes, well, at least you managed to calm her down and get her started on getting ready.
It's the only cure I know for hysterical behaviour. I apologise.
No need to apologize. It needed doing. I'm just Not
Sorry for your hand.
Yeah, I feel sorry for your hand. I'm also not cruel or brave enough to do what. I still
take that.
remember trying to do the same to her mother, and he sort of like reaches up and pulls like his collar aside, and you just see the big scar. That didn't end so well. Then again, she was a planetar, so
Fair enough.
Respect.
anyway, as you're talking and exchanging these stories and pleasantries, the coach begins to move off through the streets. Xandal, at this time, you, Gunter, Ragnar has arrived, impeccably dressed, looking like he's just like he woke up like this almost. He looks completely unstressed and unhurried, and you get the feeling magic may have been involved.
Cheater.
Yeah, like you wouldn't have done the same if you had the ability, Xandal. And he snaps a finger and prestidigitates a smudge of grease that you had missed behind your ear off.
Yeah. At this point, I'm probably still trying to help Val with like a lapel or something because I'm from nobility. I know how thingy. Val probably doesn't.
I had to get Worthington's kids dressed. So
Okay.
You would not have
No?
done, Val. You were a labourer.
Was I?
And
Okay.
you also know Worthington only had one kid, which was Alvina, who was a
Okay.
girl. You would not have been allowed anywhere near
Fair enough. That makes sense.
his daughter.
Yeah.
But yeah, Xandal, you are trying to help him. Gunter is impeccably turned out. He got changed in record time, and everything looks spot on and perfect as he's just leant against his bar, chuckling.
Did he just shadow step into his outfit?
When you have been to as many parties as I have and crashed as many parties as I have, you know that what is important is looking the part, because if you look the part and act the part, the guards don't question you as much. Not until you're in the lady's bedchamber, anyway. Or the Lord's. Or the Lord's. Yes, that was quite a fun one, too. Anyway.
Away from my wife.
I wouldn't go anywhere near your wife.
I hope
I
not,
am
since
not
you've been seeing Talia.
I mean, I've not done anything like that since I've seen Talia.
Good.
See him look around a little scared and goes, I only stick my dick in one type of crazy, thank you very much.
Crap.
I mean, I can always call for the spiders to come back.
Just a bow staff appears from your shadow, Val. Gunter holding the other end, sticking it into his shadow and goes, I gave Xandal the same warning. And if you like your crown jewels where they are, you'll not mention that.
I just want Talia to be
I know
respected.
where you sleep, Val.
I know where you sleep.
Yes, next to Talia, who'll kill you if you come in. I'm safe. You're not.
Not if I tell Talia that you're messing around.
She knows I've not messed around.
I'm just saying, like, that's
She's not going to
me
believe
being
you.
almost like a protective brother
stop.
kind of thing.
Grifter, I need top of the cupboard. There's thingy for Finry's dad.
You watch as Grifter casts a mage hand and brings it down for.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Yeah, it's the offering that I built for Finry's dad. Like,
Yep.
as part of like my halfling tradition to
Yep.
gift.
Okay. But eventually you all hear a coach pull up outside and a driver is let in by Rook, who he bows and goes, good morning. I'm here to collect the groom and the groomsman.
Yeah, we're all here.
Good. On time. Excellent. Please come with me. And you step outside and see this beautiful gilded coach with the white horses. It's drawing a bit of a crowd, especially here in the Gateway District, as the coachman opens the door and pulls out some steps to allow you all to board.
We climb in.
Yep.
Val, do you have the ring?
You gave me a ring?
Yes. Days ago.
When?
Don't joke with me.
I have no recollection of this. It's not in my notes.
Please.
Gunter at this point just reaches over it, pulls a ring out of Val's breast pocket. Here you go.
Would make
mind the
him
nasty
nervous
dragon.
a little bit.
No,
quite
the
fun.
more nervous he is, the more likely he is to run. And if he runs, who do you think Finri is going to gut with her sword first?
Why do you think I've prepared hold person?
You really think that's going to stop Finri?
No, I think it's going to stop Xandal.
That's
If he tries...
fair. As you all settle in and Ragnar just sort of is chuckling to himself in the corner, the coach sets off through the streets, and you can see now there are quite a few coaches moving around in the city this morning. There are a number of people dressed nicely, all heading in the same sort of direction, and you eventually come to the outside of the Radiant Cathedral, and you can see the doors wide open, looking into the beautifully gilded and jeweled interior, the sun shining through the stained glass window at the end, and people are climbing the steps and entering in, ready for a wedding. And as you arrive at the bottom of the steps, Xandal, the door is opened, allowing you and your groomsmen out. And there you see the new Archbishop of Pelor, Archbishop Veranda, a lovely black coloured human woman with dreadlocks, dressed in her finest robes of sort of sunburst yellows and reds, with her gold chain of office and her book of Pelor beneath her arm. And she goes, Xandal, good, perfectly on time. Glad to see that you're dressed, ready, and here. I hope we're not going to have any accidents like we did at the rehearsal.
Don't remind me.
Yes, well, I believe you are expected to form a greeting line for the guests. If you'd like to do so just inside the doors, that would be lovely.
Oh, okay. You can do this, Sandal. It's only the biggest day of your friggin' life.
At this point, Gunter leans down and goes, do remember, you faced an ancient black dragon, you faced a beholder, you faced an aboleth, you faced an ancient water elemental. What's the peerage and your wife-to-be compared to that?
The worst.
If I cock this up, nothing will compare to that.
I was about to say, the worst those things could do to you is kill you. The worst all of these could do to you is ruin your life, ruin your reputation, and ruin
He
your...
could kill me and bring me back and kill me again.
Yeah, fair enough. Be nervous. I'm going to go and stand into line now and shake hands with...
Val is going to do periodic divine sense for detecting good and evil as people come into the church.
Okay, so divine sense doesn't detect good and evil. Divine sense only detects faith.
You need detect good and evil, is what you mean.
Divine
Detect
sense
good and
has an
evil.
action, you can detect good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a spell called detect good and evil.
Yeah, celestial, fiend, undead within 60 foot as they come through the church.
you don't detect someone's alignment. You don't.
Oh no,
detect if they're good or
that's
evil.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
I'm just doing that as
you
my divine
detect
sense.
faith, fiend, and undead. That's what you detect. And as you're sort of stood there and you're greeting people going through, you do see various members of the nobility. You do see Johann Smythe going through. He shakes all of your hands and says to Xandal, I hope that necklace that you took from my collection has been good for you. As you remember, this is the gentleman who you got the amulet of awakening from.
It's
Oh
definitely
shit!
been
Bad.
interesting.
Excellent. I do like a good curiosity that's interesting. I'm looking forward to the festivities, and don't worry, I've arranged as good a gift as I can for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a
As
lovely
he
day.
wanders off, I kind of like lean over to Val and be like, felt so hideous, like Lady Naxter just lying to him, but
It's at this point Lady Naxter walks in, dressed to the nines, with her bust up, open-topped corset, makeup done beautifully, high slit on her thigh as she looks down at you, Xandal. Such a shame that you're being taken off the market, Xandal. I know there's a number of ladies around the town who are crying their eyes out today.
I know, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, you don't disappoint me. I had my eyes set on that yummy black dragonborn who used to go around with all of your friends, but unfortunately I've not seen them in a while.
God bless Balthasar.
Yeah.
But she strolls on in with a number of men tagging along behind her, trying to curry favor. And you then see a beautiful coach pull up. The biggest you've seen today, and it's not being pulled by horses, it's being pulled by unicorns. And the door opens and you see Barras step down in full military uniform, impeccably turned out, as he holds out a hand for Alvina Worthington to step out with him. And they begin climbing the steps. He's in the full black uniform of Maham, and she is dressed in a beautiful sort of light green dress as they ascend the stairs towards you. And Barras goes, "Ah, Xandal, lovely to see you."
Thank you, you as well. You look really smart.
Well, an emperor does have to be nicely turned out for such events. And you see as he turns and waves to the crowds who have at this point swelled to huge amounts because a lot of people followed what they recognized as the Imperial coach to this venue.
No pressure.
Oh, yeah.
And he sort of waves, and Alvina just sort of titters, and she smiles at you, Xandal, and goes, "Thank you for inviting me,
Of course.
despite everything my father did.
That was your dad, not you.
I hear that you know more about that than most."
Well, we all have our oddments within our family, don't we? But I'm glad you could make it. Please stay, enjoy
Thank you.
everything.
I will be here for most of the day. Barras will be here for as long as his station allows.
Of course.
And they both proceed in, and you see people rushing to try and greet the Emperor and what they probably quite clearly assume is going to potentially be the future Empress from the way Barras is. Barras has never been seen with a young woman, ever. So this is a momentous occasion amongst the socialites of Maham. Like, this is big gossip, big news. And you then see a smaller, more plain coach pull up. And stepping out of it, dressed in his priest's robes, and nicely turned out, but looking like he's got some shadows under his eyes that, even though he's tried to hide them with a bit of magic, it hasn't worked. You see Arvin, your brother, climbing the stairs.
Welcome, Arvin. I'm glad you could make it.
Xandal, thank you for...
The awkwardness is like, oh.
He sort of looks around. If only you had done this 5 years ago when Father intended it. And then he just walks off, heading deeper in. He does not shake your hand, by the way.
No, like, I fully expect him not to. I'm just sort of like, I kind of watch him go, and part of me is irritated, like, as, pardon me, brothers tend to be around each other. But another part of me is just sort of like, well, I wish things could have been better.
Val leans down to Xandal and just whispers in his ear, if he is here for the after party, if when he's dancing you want me to just like accidentally nudge into him so that he falls flat on his face, let me know. That's my job as best man. I'll make a fool of him if that's what would make your day for you.
Gunter
other
leans
circumstances-
down. Gunter leans down on your other side and whispers into your other ear. I can easily make sure Rook spikes a few of his drinks. We can, see how much of a fool he can make of himself.
It's your day as much as Fenrir's.
Ragnarvale reaches forward, grabs both Val and Gunter's heads, moves them away. But then you hear magically in your mind, Xandal, if he causes problems, let's just say I have a teleport spell ready to send him to the frozen waste.
He won't. He'll be well behaved, though admittedly he can't handle drink like me.
It's at this moment a same carriage as the one that brought you gentlemen here arrives, and out of it you see Ambrose Shatterson step out, dressed in that same beautiful white suit the rest of you are wearing, but without the breastplate. And then from behind him, Police, Vienna, and Talia step out, all dressed in their bridesmaids' dresses with their breastplates, one with the colours of dawn, one with the colours of midday, and one with the colours of evening, matching each of the groomsmen's suits.
How much of a surprise do you want this to be? Because
Say that
I'd
again,
move
sorry.
away now.
What?
If you want to see her when you're down the aisle, or do you want to see her now?
No, Finri hasn't come with this lot.
Oh, okay. I thought she had.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
that's the no. We don't look at
No.
the bride.
I was going to say,
No.
I don't want him to see her in her dress until he was down the aisle.
No.
so...
So this is why the bridesmaids and the father of the bride have been sent ahead. The bride is coming after them because obviously Lord Shatterson has to be here to greet and talk to the nobles. He has to, and the bridesmaids need to be here ready for when the bride arrives. But as the bridesmaids and Lord Shatterson climb the stairs, I'm going to say, yeah, you'd both notice this quite quickly, Xandal and Val. Gunter has gone a light shade of lilac and is just staring at Talia in just like his jaw has dropped.
No, your
Save it for
trousers
the
are only
after
cotton,
party.
Oh, scheiße. And he quickly turns.
You know.
You rolled a 12. I'm sorry.
Awkward boner.
Just Gunter is just like stuttering and nervous. Like, this is the most
I
nervous
can
we've seen
cast
Gunter.
reduce if you like.
I think Talia's probably avoiding looking at Gunter and like blushing as well.
Or expand.
Let's not try and
Gunter-
kill Talia, Jesus.
But then as Lord Shatterson arrives to the top of the stairs and down at you, Xandal, from his full sort of 6'8" height, massive, broad-shouldered, muscular man, bronze skin and flowing blonde hair, as he literally looks down at you and he goes, I'd lift you up and give you a bear hug right now, but I think if I rub that suit, my daughter will kill me.
Has it been that bad?
She threw a stool through the window before your friends managed to calm her down.
Yeah.
This morning she made a butler cry because his cravat was 90 degrees wrong on angle.
How quick did you escape?
Oh, I was out before dawn, my dear friend. Fortunately, I had to oversee the setting up the marquee, the band, all that sort of thing.
Well, you still look as proud as anything, and I'm happy.
Oh, I am, and I'm looking forward to gaining a son.
I'm looking forward to being part of your family too.
You've been part of my family since you met my daughter, boy. Don't worry about that. May Pelor watch over you and shine on this most auspicious day.
I nod my head.
He turns and sees the Archbishop. Archbishop! And he starts striding into the venue, his loud, boisterous personality immediately lifting the crowd. By the way, I can see your messages. Do not assume this is going to run like a normal wedding. But Halise at this point has come and sort of looking you over, Xandal, and goes, passable, I suppose.
You look amazing, sister.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to when Grifter arrives so that I can see his expression.
Isn't he already here?
No.
Part of the...
No, he didn't come with the
Oh,
group.
no,
He again
I
is just
didn't.
a guest.
Just a guest, yeah.
So you get the feeling that in the sort of the next 20 minutes, probably he, Rook, Amber, and Blossom will probably all turn up together.
Well, you're definitely going to knock his socks off.
Good. So I should. As you all move to stand with your correct partners by colour of your outfits, Vienna stood beside Val. Gunter and Talia stood pointedly not looking
Arm in
at
arm,
each
not
other.
looking at each other, blushing.
And Halise
Yeah, no,
stood
I
next
like
to
what you did with your hair.
Yeah, I've only got it for a day, so I'm going to appreciate it as much as I can.
Lady Winter allowed it?
Yeah, for a day. Apparently he really likes wedding.
Val, it's at this point your sense pings on roughly 5 Fey signatures climbing the stairs. And you see 5 humans, maybe, no, half-elves? You can't quite tell. The ears look slightly pointed, and you sort of glance and you try and sort of see, but something's not right. Vienna, you see straight through this, being a almost half Fey, being yourself now as the Winter Knight. You quite easily see Equinox, Lady Winter, you see Queen Winter, Mother Night, and a figure that you don't recognize, a man who seems to be wrapped in black bandages and almost has a heat haze around him, climbing up the stairs, all dressed to the nines. And you see Equinox is looking very put out and is got one arm held by Lady Winter, one arm held by Queen Winter.
He's living his best life and he's complaining. What the hell?
Those guys are not right, are they? Like, there's something weird.
Vienna will kind of just lean into Val and say, I believe we are presence of Fae. Lady Winter, Queen. Even Equinox has made an appearance.
It's as they reach you, and
do I hear this?
You probably would hear them speaking, yes.
Is that the Equinox is here?
Yes, I believe so.
No, it's fine. Nothing's going to go wrong with your wedding. It's not going to turn out to be an orgy.
It's at this point they arrive at the greeting party, and you see Lady Winter and Queen Winter look like almost like you've seen them before in Fae, just toned down. They're not as ethereal, they're not as out of place looking. They're obviously under some kind of glamour to make themselves fit in. Obviously, Equinox you've only ever seen before with his mask on. Here, he just looks like quite a plain-looking human. Quite downtrodden. He looks like he's upset at having been press-ganged into being the date for the queen and the lady. Mother Night looks like the sort of granny? The one who sits and knits on a rocking chair on a porch, but can outdrink sailors.
Yeah.
Can outdrink sailors and now always has dirty limericks. That's what Mother Night looks like in her glamour.
I'm getting Nanny Og from the
Very Nanny Og vibe. Yes.
Right.
But
all I can picture is you kids go off by
but Nanny Og, but more sinister. Like there is still that sort of sinister edge to her. And this man who Vienna doesn't recognize is a swarthy colored gentleman with bright golden dreadlocks, dressed in a golden suit, who's just grinning with this mouthful of white teeth.
I don't recognise that. No.
It's as they arrive.
I know who it is.
It's as they arrive. Lady Winter and Queen Winter look at you, Vienna, and sort of they look at you expectantly, as expecting you to do something.
I will take a slight bow to them.
They nod in respect, and then they turn to Xandal. Dear groom, though we are not invited formally, we felt we should attend and bestow a gift for our previous usage of your form against you with the parasite that was possessing you. So, we have graced you with our presence at your wedding. And a small token, and she snaps a finger and Equinox sort of shuffles forward, looks down at you, holds out a small parcel.
This isn't another book, right?
No, the ladies have made it clear that I was not allowed to give that sort of gift this time. I had to give something nice, as it is a wedding.
Tome of Endurance.
To be fair, I think Finri appreciated the book.
Oh, I bet she did.
Thank you. I take the gift and I assume open it there and then.
Yeah. And as you open it, you find within a ingot. But it looks almost liquid. Not many get gifted Fey silver.
Silver.
Very rare. Only findable in the colds of the Winter Court. It's especially good for protective enchantments on jewellery. And then those four turn and head in, and the man with the golden dreadlocks is just stood there grinning, and he goes, I wasn't particularly invited either, but I like crashing Pelor's parties, and, you know, my friend over there has met me before. He points at Val. Hi, Val.
I figured as much.
I decided to come off
Is
my
he the
feet.
guy that made the shield?
I'm the Sun King. Nice to meet you all. When I heard my son was attending with the ladies, I decided I'd get off my
Did you
deck
just
chair and...
call me your
Daddy.
son?
No.
Oh,
Daddy to
Equinox.
Equinox.
I think Equinox.
Oh, I was going to say.
Why do you think he's only holding the arms of the two ladies and not his mother? And she points at Mother Knight.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn!
Mother Knight used to be quite the looker like Lady Winter, I'll have you. Those were some good days.
Oh, it's like thinking about your nan doing it. Ew. No.
That's probably why he's got a face like he has. He's like,
Anyway, like I say, I'm kind of an uninvited guest, but like I say, I like crashing Pelor's parties. So don't worry, I won't cause any issues. I just like to be here. You know, I like a good party as much as the next man. But I suppose I should also give a gift. How should I do it? And oh yes, he reaches down and touches you on the forehead, Xandal, and you all watch as Xandal for a moment radiates with the light of the sun. And Xandal, you feel something settle inside of your body as the Sun King in human form leans down and whispers, that will activate later. Let's just say you.
Second win.
Let's just say that's 24 hours worth of endurance. Good luck, boy. And he gets up, he straightens up, dusts off his suit, and walks further in.
my face at this point is bright red.
Say he says 24, but that might be more like 36. You're a smaller guy, just saying. He also likes to play games and be funny. So
This This is where it secretly takes the wind from your sails instead.
24 hours of not being able to get it up.
Devastating.
But as more
Fatality.
as more and more guests arrive, eventually the cathedral getting more and more full. There is no longer any. And this is a big cathedral. It's designed to hold sort of hundreds of worshippers. And more guests just keep arriving. And eventually there's one standing and everything. And you sort of check the time. It's getting towards mid-morning. It's getting towards the time for the ceremony.
I think we need to take places. Make sure all the guests attack correctly.
By the way, during all this, like I say, Blossom, Amber, Rook, and Grifter will have arrived and moved down the greeting party, greeting each of you. And you do see, I'm going to just say this. Rook has one arm taken by Blossom and one arm taken by Amber.
Mother?
Oh, Val, don't you look so smart? Hopefully one day this will be you.
Yeah, I just need to find the right two people to be on my arms, right?
Well, at least one, dear. Multiple is not for everyone. And she sort of pats Rook's bicep.
Yeah, girl, get it.
I've already requested for more soundproofing for the rooms.
Rook is just trying to look anywhere but at you, Val.
I want to know what Blossom's thinking, doing, saying, anything right now.
Blossom is keeping quiet. Staring forward like.
I mean, I knew you like sushi,
what
but
do you expect? I couldn't not.
I think we're going to go for incantations of silence next, rather than soundproofing, but here's what it is. I'm glad that you're all enjoying yourselves and happy.
They're like...
Awkward.
Rook just nods, goes, happy wedding day, and moves further in. And
Who knew the work was going to be a player? Like,
I mean,
Blossom
anyone who worships the beefcake gods.
Yep.
And you do see Grifter just gobsmacked at Helise, and you see them sort of stood to one side chatting with Grifter just like stumbling over his words like Gunter is doing with Talia, and you're sure you will with Finri when she gets here, Sandal. And just before, you can see now in the distance, Sandal, the crowds in the streets who had come to watch this parting as a coach is heading this way. And just before you're about to turn to head further into the church to go and stand by the altar, as you are supposed to do, you do see Nut come scurrying up the stairs quickly. As he gets to you, Sandal, he grabs your hand, his mechanical one. Happy day, happy day. Yes, happy day. Yes.
Thanks, Nut.
Not a problem. Hope you enjoy. Yes. And he scuttles off into the crowd.
I hope he's not got any surprises.
This is Nut.
It'll be entertaining, regardless of what it is.
As the groom and groomsmen head down to the front, taking their spots, bridesmaids and Ambrose joining them, waiting at the door for Finri. Eventually, the coach pulls up and Finri steps out. I'm going to wait to describe this for a moment, what she looks like. She climbs the stairs, joins arms with her father. The bridesmaids grab the train of her dress, and you hear as soft violin music begins to play. Or soft music of some kind begins to play.
Okay, I'm already
Harp
down.
music,
sort of,
harp
like, on
music
my
will be
knees.
fine.
I'm already stood.
Sirenscape wants
like,
to play.
not stood. I'm
Sirenscape
on
is
my
fighting
knees,
me at every step of the way.
offering for Finry's dad in my hand, ready for him to collect.
Okay, so you're facing down the aisle towards them.
I'm facing down the aisle towards them.
And as you see through the stained glass window, as the sunlight comes through, you see walking down the aisle, arm in arm with her father, Finry, in a beautiful white, gold, red, and blue streaked dress, showing all parts of the day, and all over it, in intricate webwork, these small cogwork pieces, moving and clicking in harmony as she moves. The whole dress is a beautiful mix between fashion and artificery.
My jaw drops. I'm like,
And you see Nut from like poke his head out into the aisle, look at Finry, checking over his work on the dress, look at you, thumbs up, and then tucks back in.
I haven't
That's
even
why
noticed
Not was
that.
involved.
I was gonna say, I wondered why he was in the dressing room.
It all makes
I'm
sense
just
now.
literally there on my knees, the gift for her dad in my hand, like, ha.
On your knees in front of her dad with your mouth open.
No, like I've got
He's
the
watching them walk
Say.
down the aisle. He's watching them walk down
Yeah.
the aisle.
yeah.
And for you ladies, you are holding this train that is coming from between her wings, and it is this one of you is holding a blue piece of silk. One of you, that would be Vienna. Talia, you're holding a red piece of silk, and Helise is holding a gold piece of silk. And you are in the correct order: dawn, midday, and dusk. As you slowly walk behind her down the aisle. And as you reach the front, Ambrose looks down at you, Xandal. Xandal?
Ambrose, please accept this offering so that I may take your daughter's hand in marriage.
He reaches down to take the offering. I don't know what the offering is. You haven't told me what the offering is.
It's essentially a creation that I've made of Pelor, a sort of like metal intricate circlet that he can keep.
Yeah. He takes it, looks it over, sees the work that's gone into it, and goes, "A handmade gift is all the sweeter, and I return a handmade gift to you." And he hands you Finry's hand.
Thank you. I look up at Finry, like my face, like there is a blush coming right up my neck. You look amazing.
So do you. And you see, by the way, this cogwork that's clicking and whirring on her dress. You on your breastplate have engraved over your heart that wing in a cog. On her
Yeah.
dress, there is a small wing in the center of the cog over her heart, and the wing is slowly turning inside the cog.
Not really outdid himself this time.
Yes, it took a while to hunt him down to give him the idea, but he was most receptive once I explained things.
Shall we?
No time like the present.
Yep.
And as you,
With that, I walk hand in hand with Finry up to the altar.
And as you step up to the altar, the Archbishop smiles and looks out. We are all gathered here under the light of Pelor to join these two people together for life, bound forever in the light of the Morning Lord. I ask you all to please be upstanding as we begin the ceremony. And you watch as everyone rises. Barras and Alvina in the front row, Rook, Blossom, Amber, Grifter, all standing as well. Your brother slightly further back, but also standing. All of your friends, family, acquaintances, all standing and watching in witness. As the Archbishop goes, first, I will ask the groomsman and the bridesmaid of Dawn. Will you watch over them in the beginning of their relationship? As their relationship and their marriage dawns, will you help guide them, help support them, and allow them to lean on you when necessary? And you watch as Rachnaveil and Halise both step forward and go, we will. Next, to the bridesmaid and groomsman of the day. Will you share with them the good times? Will you share with them the joys of the midday sun? Will you help guide them through entertainment, excitement, and the vibrancy of their lives? Yep, Talia and Gunter.
I do.
Gunter goes, oh yeah, I definitely will.
Wait, should I be saying I do? Sorry.
Save that for another time. And finally, to the groomsman and the bridesmaid of the dusk. Will you see them through the darker time? Support them, stand by them, and help defend them against those who would do them harm?
We will.
Sounds like just my thing. Yes.
Very good. Now, I believe that there are rings, and that potentially both the bride and the groom have prepared vows.
Uh-oh.
Johnny on the spot.
You watch as the Archbishop takes the ring and then takes a ring from Halise. As Finri turns to look at you, Xandal. Xandal, I once told you that once we are married, you will be able to walk as tall as giants. But you don't need to walk as tall as a giant for me. You've shown me before that the smallest cog can make the biggest difference in this world. And I know that through the rest of our life, you're going to make sure that every cog keeps turning. Because you're not the sort to break something or let something break if you can keep it maintained. And I know that between us, we will be happy together. As she presents you a small platinum band in the shape of a cog.
I accept the ring, and I sort of like take the ring that I'm to offer in my hand. Finri, sure as the sun rises every morning, you will always be the beacon of my life, the shining start to my day, and the close to my evening. Every day, I swear that as long as I draw breath, forevermore after, I will always be yours. And I present the ring.
She takes it and puts it on, and the Archbishop steps forward and holds out a hand, and both the rings begin to glow as from the stained glass window, light turns into like a ribbon that wraps around your hands, joining the rings together. By the witness of Pelor, by the witness of any gods who choose to watch, I now bind these two people together in matrimony for their lives. Forever shall they be wed in the eyes of the pantheon of gods, and may no force in this plane or another tear them apart. And you watch as the rings shine brighter and then slowly fade as you now both have rings on your fingers and a slight glow to your hand, as you have both had ceremony cast on you for the duration. So currently, you both have +2 to your AC for a week.
Nice.
Nice.
if we go by the rules of ceremony.
Sandals can need +2 to his AC.
I now pronounce you wed in the eyes of Pelor, the eyes of the gods of the Pantheon, and by the laws of Maham. You may kiss the bride.
And with that, yeah, I come
Yeah,
over.
Henry bends down, kisses you, and the whole cathedral radiates in applause and cheers.
We did it.
And you then take Finry's hand and begin walking back down the aisle, the lords and ladies politely clapping as you pass, as you head out down the steps of the cathedral to the waiting coach that will take you back to the Shattersun estate for the formal reception, as you see various lords and ladies also following you, intent on doing just the same. For the bridesmaids and groomsmen, you are also ushered forward with Ambrose heading for your own coach. And any guests who have been invited to the formal reception, which would be in the case of your friend would be Blossom. Ambon and Rook bid you all farewell as they head back to the Jigging Jester to prepare for the informal reception. That you all board your coaches.
Say,
Yep.
could I have had Ert, as they're leaving the building, cast Spirit Guardians, but have lots of little Erts just throw confetti over the top of them? As kind of like the image of what she can produce.
Yeah. And you see as Rachna sort of clocks that, he smirks, waves his hand, mutters a few words, and he casts a massive illusion of flying angels trumpeting above them.
You can imagine we're both just sort of like, yep, they've really gone all out.
Definitely
cast
don't want you to
guidance
die
on
right
them
now.
both? Can I cast guidance on them both as they go past as well?
I mean, it
Just
only
for the
lasts
shits and
for
giggles.
like an
I know.
action, but yeah. But you all board your carriages and are borne back through the streets, through past cheering and applauding crowds who some don't necessarily know what they're cheering and applauding for, but people are cheering and applauding nonetheless.
To be actually quite hilarious, there is actually fireworks going off outside my house somewhere. So
Timed it right.
they really did.
But you eventually arrive back at the Shattersun estate, which compared to this morning where it was organized chaos, it is now beautifully decorated. The marquee is set up with long tables. There you can smell the roasting of meats and cooking of foods. You see what looks like an open bar with a familiar satyr stood behind it, as Giax has stood there, ready to serve his home-brewed alcohols. And you are all guided and sat at the head table, except for Blossom, who is sat. I'm going to say, Blossom, roll me a d20. I'm going to see who you get sat next to. Blossom, you end up sat on the same table as Arvin, as Zandal's brother.
Awkward.
Yep.
Grifter is there as well, having been invited by Helise. But as you sit down and you see waiters going around serving glass of wine, champagne, ale in some cases, any drink that people could want is being served to them. You see Barras sat at a table of honor with a number of various dignitaries and members of his court around him, although he seems to have mostly owned. But eventually...
Do what? Sorry, you cut out.
You cut out for a bit then.
Sorry. I said you see Barras sat at his own a table of honor with Alvina, surrounded by sort of hangers-on, dignitaries, etc. But he seems to be, though he's holding court, he seems to be trying to spend as much time talking to Alvina as possible. And eventually, after everyone is settled, you see Lord Ambrose Shatterson stand at the head table and gently chime a glass as he goes, "Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for enjoying the festivities out of my coin purse," which obviously gets it from the surrounding people, you know, the sort of polite laugh for a self-depreciating joke. Today, I do not give away a daughter. I gain a magnificent, intelligent son, who I know will take good care of my daughter through the rest of her years. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for attending and wishing them well. I would like to thank my new son's friends and adventuring companions for keeping him safe. And I will do just that. And for each of you there from Armatae, you watch as servants come forward, each holding a small sack. And they present it to each of you. A mere token of my appreciation. Looking inside each, you see roughly 20 platinum pieces in each.
Oh yeah. Which
Damn,
one's
I
platinum?
am-
Is that PP?
PP, yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of
I-
PP.
I'm freaking loaded. At some point, I might even be able to like outbuy my own mother.
Nice.
But not all has been good in their relationship, but they went through it like any do when a storm covers the sun. Eventually, the rays will always peek through, and a new dawn will come. So, to my new son, a gift from a proud father. And you watch as Ambrose pulls from inside his jacket a sheet of papers and hands it to Xandal,
Who is not here.
who is not here. I'd hoped he'd be back by the time I got to this bit. I will.
Sorry, there's fireworks going on, so he's just checking on.
Yeah.
So
I will give it just a moment.
Do we want to take a quick break? It's like 8:10. Do you want to have a quick break whilst
Yeah.
Aaron
I
gets back?
Sirenscape is. I need to sort this out. It's driving
We
me
will take
crazy.
a quick break and come back and continue with the wedding festivities momentarily.
Be right back, guys.
Welcome back. Let's continue. So, to pick up where Lord Shatterson was, he hands a sheaf of parchment to Xandal as a gift to his new son. And Xandal, as you look it over, it's the deed to your tower.
You got my tower?
Well, I saw it up for sale after it was foreclosed on, and you're going to need somewhere to live with Finri, not just in that tavern or here with me. You don't particularly be starting a family in either of those places, and you're most familiar with your tower, so...
Oh,
Thank you.
Welcome to the family.
I'm already in my mind going, right, I need to make bedroom. Yeah. I'm
Finri-
literally already planning out
Finri
the layout.
leans into your ears, Xandal. Don't forget the nursery.
No pressure. Like, geez, enjoy like being married for a bit. People, it's not an expectation. Like, calm down.
She's teasing him.
Yeah. I just kind of look up at her like, huh?
It's at this point Lord Shatterson has finished his speech and sat down. Xandal, as you're sort of like going, huh? You then receive a kick from your sister under the table.
Oh crap, my turn. I am so terrible at this.
You're meant to be last, Xandal. Sit down.
Pardon?
You're meant to be last.
No.
Okay.
No, it's Xandal's turn.
We said this wasn't going to be like.
This isn't like a classic wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I stand up, not really gaining much in height.
Someone give him a
You
stool.
You watch as Ragnavale just sort of twirls a finger and Xandal, you begin to levitate and hop upwards.
Thank you. Everyone, I'm really terrible at speeches. Most of you already know me well enough that I tend to just sit in the background of any conversation. Thank you all for coming. Everyone being here, obviously showing your support means so much to myself and Finri. I want to thank all my friends at Armatae for everything that they've done to help bring me more out of my shell and becoming the friends and family that I ever needed. To thank Ragnavale for putting up with my antics for
It wasn't easy.
many years. To Lord Shatterson for welcoming me into his family through, again, many of my antics. I realize that I'm, although very inclined to disappear and focus on my work, I do have quite an eclectic mentality. And of course, to my now loving bride and my wife, who has put up with me for so long, has now made me the happiest man I think I could ever be.
It's at this point you hear a voice call from the crowd in the unmistakable timbre of the Sun King. Just wait until the honeymoon. That draws a titter of laughter from the crowd.
I'm sure that will be very entertaining too. As part of my culture, and with Elise's help, we tend to deal with celebrations the best way that we know we can, with plenty of food and drink. We've laid bare the best spread possible, and we hope you enjoy everything that is on offer today. That's pretty much it from me.
Lord Shattersun begins to clap, and then Barras and Rachna are clapping. And the minute Barras starts clapping, everyone starts clapping.
I kind of sit back down awkwardly, as best I can. The fact that I'm levitating.
Yeah, Rachna cancels the levitation at that point.
Yeah.
It doesn't lower him down first, just cancels it.
Disappear behind the table.
No, he twitches Xandal one space to the left, then cancels it so he lands in Finry's lap.
Yeah.
It's at this point that the food begins to be served, and it is a typical sort of banquet dinner for nobles. It's like small portions, but lots of them being brought out by waiters upon waiters upon waiters with multiple different types of cutlery and different wines for each course. And you can see throughout the meal, Lord Shattersun obviously is doing this because it's what's expected. You can see his smile is a bit strained. He's much like normal people. He would have preferred like a hog roast or something, but he's doing this because it's what's expected. Eventually, the meal begins to wind down. The desserts are cleared away as Lord Shattersun stands back up and goes, "Before we commence with the festivities of dancing and the like, I invite anyone from friends or family wish to make a speech. Please do so."
After a prolonged pause, because nobody else has jumped up, Val will just clink a glass. It's just like, I am honoured to have been asked to be best man at this wedding to Xandal. We haven't known each other for as long as most best men and groomsmen might know each other, but we have gone through a lot. Whether that be random books being put into our heads, to being in labyrinths where we summon a load of cows to try and get past a dragon, to finding some kind of sun totem and basking in the sun, but not having to have any clothes on. That was a weird event. However, through thick and thin, one thing I can tell you about Xandal is he's devoted to his friends, and he's devoted to his family. And I know he's going to treat Finry right. And I know, even through hardships, he's going to do everything within his power to make Finry as happy as he possibly can. So I want to raise a toast to our short king here. And I want to wish you the happiest marriage you could possibly have. To Xandal.
To Xandal.
To Xandal.
To Xandal.
I smile broadly, like holding Finry's hand close. Like, I whisper a thank you to Val.
At this moment, Barras stands up and he sort of holds his drink and goes, "I've known Xandal a while now, from before, from the parties of nobility, from the endless balls that we all must suffer through, and the socialites of that sort of thing. And I can tell you now, though he is not the type to indulge in such, he always brought a sense of relief and freshness to such events. It takes courage to break from a mold. It takes strength of will to stick to your own path through thick and thin. And here I see a man who broke from the expectations shackled upon him, who went his own way, and now Just look at him. Successful, powerful, and with a beautiful woman on his arm. What more could any man ask for? To Xandal.
Xandal!
Yeah, lots of people clap to that one. Some looking a bit confused, but everyone claps. Xandal, make me a perception check.
Oh no, here we go.
Here we go.
The bone claw.
11.
11. You see Nut
Wait, you got
starting
guidance.
to climb up onto a table.
Oh, I do.
You got a D4. You got a D4.
Yeah,
to
all
that.
right, I'll let you add a D4, despite it technically should have ended.
D4.
So
14.
14. Yeah, you see Nut starting to climb up onto a table holding a glass. You have maybe
Oh no.
a few moments to
Fix
stop
all the
this if you
silence.
want to.
I kind of look at Finry. I'm like, you know it's going to be crazy, right?
Finry goes, he did help with the dress.
Let's let him.
I wanted to see where you're going with this. Come on, give it to me.
You see Nut ting the glass with his metal hand and goes, Xandal, good friend, good inventor, very good. Yes, very good inventor. He makes lots of good things. He made this arm, not this arm, different arm, but very good arm. Yes. Xandal has big brain, and from what I have seen, big heart. Yes. This Nut never had friend before. Xandal is not friend. Nut wish Xandal happy life, and hope that though it is not made of mechani, Xandal will have good abilities to make lots of new, happy little Xandals with Finry. To Xandal!
Xandal!
To Xandal's penis.
Every time he said big, I was like, please don't say dick. Please don't say dick.
Finry is just blushing, but sort of smiling behind her glass.
I'm pretty much the same.
Fiona's like,
God's sake, the
pleasantly
delay. I keep
surprised
accidentally
with that
playing
one.
another sound effect. Okay, we're good. Turn off.
Lord Shatterson at this point stands up and goes, that appears to be all the speeches. Enjoy the dancing and the drinks. And he claps his hands, and waiters come out and move tables aside, revealing a dance floor as an orchestra begins to play. And the party begins in full swing.
So I know exactly what you're saying. No, she's not saying it. It's like, you didn't prepare me for that one. Was that what
Wait,
it
you don't have an orchestra prepared?
Oh,
All
You don't have a
times?
fucking orchestra prepared.
Art music will be fine. Any music. It doesn't have to be an orchestra.
Rick Astley's never going to give you up. Any music is fine, right?
Yeah, any music.
Just having the happy music, okay?
You see the guests beginning to mingle, some beginning to dance, some beginning to just move around the edges, chatting, swapping stories, catching up on gossip, some getting drinks from Giax's bar. Everyone seems to be happy and having a lovely time.
Fiona, being the way she's tuned, is basically keeping an eye on the guests. If she sees anything suspicious, she's watching out for it. So
Val's probably joining her with that because he doesn't like to dance, but he also likes to people watch. So
Yeah.
he's probably just like, what do you think of that person? Dancing weird.
just awkward, I think. Although, about that one there, do you think that's an illness or?
I mean, look at the way the knees are
Now
moving.
just
God.
judging the guests.
Basically, yeah.
They're the
Good-
cool,
good
they're
turn.
the cool, like, the uncle that sit in the corner, like just passing judgment, like
Yeah.
Only show up. at things at
Yes,
funerals.
Talia?
Will you dance with me?
It would be my pleasure. As he takes your hand and spins you out onto the dance floor and begins perfectly dancing in time with the music, the same as all the other lords and ladies are, guiding you through the steps.
Could I like talk in thieves' cant? Just because I want to see if anyone from the underground's crashing wedding.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead. Yeah.
Like it's just
Well,
gonna sound like normal conversation. So.
No. So tell me what it is you're wanting to say in thieves' cant. What is it you're trying to convey?
Wow, the flavors of these flowers smell like citrus.
I don't know. Like, I really hope there's nobody trying to. It would be really helpful if people could make sure nobody poisoned the wine.
As you sort of dance past a beautiful young lady, what looks like a sort of like very stunned man. The young lady glances at you, and in thieves' cant returns. Oh, don't worry, darling. The silver drill here will make sure no one does too.
Oh, wait. So is this the silver drill just being a lady today?
Yeah.
Because I know you can shape change.
Yeah.
I'll be like glad to hear it's being taken care of.
She's already been whisked away by the dance.
Besides, they have my recording devices.
It's at this point, Xandal, Johann Smythe comes up to you and goes, yes, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave before the informal gathering, but I wanted to give you this gift, and he hands you a package.
Okay.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you. And with that, I believe that me and Finry will open it together.
As you open it, Xandal, you find a tool belt. An old,
We're such
worn
nerds.
tool belt.
Yeah, it's a tool belt.
But
Yep.
he sort of goes, hey, this took a little bit of tracking down. I had to dive through your family tree a little bit. He turns it over, and on the inside you see done in like sort of hot poker on the inside, Cogsmith. I believe this belonged to your grandfather, from what I could find out.
Oh, thank you.
It's not a problem. This sort of thing is my specialty in finding, and when I received the invite, I knew I had to do something, and I knew of your familial troubles, and thought you'd like something from your mother's side of the family.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Finry, always lovely to see you, and congratulations on your wedding. Oh, thank you, Johann. A good day and a good evening to you both. And you see him sort of go to leave the marquee.
Who told him?
Your so again, your mother's name isn't like, it's not private, it's not hidden.
No, that's true.
It's just
yeah.
something that your father never told you and your siblings, because in his mind, Gold Hill was the important name. So, and you never really got the chance to ask your mother. So
Yeah.
But for someone like Johann, who is, as you know, a collector of antiques, artifacts, curiosities, this is like, you remember he found Talia's dad's Talon armor. He had that in his collection and identified it as such, and
Forgetting
gave
I
it
have
to
that.
her. So for him, this is the sort of thing that he enjoys doing. He probably went and accessed like the archives in Riverrun to find out your mother's maiden name and trace ancestry, and then try and trace something from your family for you as a wedding gift.
Well, he did really bloody well, since it would pretty much be only my mother and my grandparents that would have been in this dimension.
But that you get the feeling that, like I say, that's his sort of specialty. He is antiquities collector, so this is the sort of thing he would have done. About an hour later into the festivities, Barras comes over. My congratulations to the newly wedded couple. Unfortunately, as an emperor, I only get so much free time. As such, I am required to head back to the Sovereign Citadel now. Alvina will be staying for the rest of this party, but she will return after this. She does, as much as she would think she would enjoy the informal gathering, she thinks it's probably best she returns to the Citadel as well. Before that, however, I do believe it's customary to give a gift. And he reaches into a sort of pocket in his uniform and pulls out a slip and passes it to you, Zandal.
I read the slip.
On it, it reads Baron Zandal Cogsmith. I know you're no longer in the running for your father's barony, so I made a new one. Welcome to the period, Zandal.
Not that I'm testing the DM, but I thought it was Cogsworth.
It is.
Cogsworth!
Yeah.
Oh, call it out.
I was sat there quietly like, did I get it wrong?
No, I got it wrong. That's my fault. It is Cogsworth. So the belt has Cogsworth. And yes, it is now Baron Zandal Cogsworth. And you
I'm
see,
shit at remembering anything, so that
you
makes
see,
funny.
you've been gifted a title and a small parcel of land, but you see the small parcel of land it's basically just been given to give you the title. It's not developed land. It's out in the middle of the wilderness. It's not anything special. You know that you are free to do what you want with it, but it's currently just a small piece of wasteland.
Yep. Thank you. I wasn't expecting such a thing.
Well, I can't have an important member of the peerage getting kicked out of his family and then, deciding that he's better off going to a different city, so this works out for me too.
Of course. Always a political agenda, eh?
Well, I need at least one supporter in my court and one person I can have a quiet drink with that doesn't expect things of me.
One person that just cuts through the bulb, yeah?
Exactly. Besides, Nut would never let me hear the end of it if I let you leave, so... And I like to keep my chief engineer happy.
Of course. Thank you.
Well, time waits for no emperor. Enjoy your festivities and your honeymoon. He turns and walks off with his retinue sort of following him.
Henry, shall we
Yes,
dance?
Randall? I would love to.
With that, I take a hand and I cast Enlarge on myself so that I can stand.
Oh, she stops you and goes, "Oh, no." And you watch as she reaches to one of the cogs on her shoulder, clicks it to two directions, and literally the cogs, two of them flip out and form a stand for your feet.
Oh my god. It's going to be like him riding a Segway.
That's pretty awesome.
Are those legal in Maham?
Yeah, I thought those were banned. They're dangerous.
But as you two take to the floor, you start dancing, and the crowd moves around you, letting you have most of the floor and enjoy your dance together. You
Right.
see...
I imagine it's a pretty damn good dance. Like, I know I don't pay into the nobility much, but like, I will have been taught how to dance properly.
How are you going to
Oh, yeah.
dance if you're just standing on a platform?
Yeah, but Finry's doing all the moving.
Yeah.
You're just kind of stood
Damn
there
it.
holding on to her and just getting moved around without doing anything.
That's fair.
But you do see, within the crowd, you see Finry... No, sorry, not Finry. Her! You see Halise and Grifter sharing a dance. You see various other people that you know. You see Talia and Gunter go twirling past in perfect waltz.
I was going to say they'd be doing the tango or something like proper.
No,
Like,
we won't be making a scene, no.
No, like I say, Gunter is acting perfectly like a socialite.
They're both got like a spy background, so she's probably trained to dance and blend in as well, so... Yeah.
Yeah, where are our Fae friends?
Good question. And that's it. Vienna starts looking around.
You do not see them here, and you get the feeling that they were, because though they were able to not gate crash the wedding, but attend the wedding ceremony because it was mostly open doors and their glamour would work.
Yeah,
They
because like
didn't-
anyone has to be able to object.
They didn't feel like... You get the feeling that though this was invitation only to this part of the festivities, and Vienna, you would know, Fae work quite heavily on invitation.
Yeah.
In this case, because you get the feeling they may show up at the inn for a bit later, because again, that's mostly open house. But for this, it was very much a case of we weren't invited. This part's mainly for friends and family.
Yeah.
It would be rude of us to impinge on that hospitality.
Okay, so yeah, Vienna turns
And
around
Fae are
to...
always about hospitality, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Vienna will turn around to Val and say, they probably won't be here because of an invitation, Andre, but I'll keep an eye out for them later.
Are you sure that guy's not fake? Because he's about to plunge his 25th beer.
I feel like he's probably someone trying to compete with... What's your friend called?
Dron
I
is
don't
not
think
here.
he's here. Dron's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
you
Dron's
remember-
still out, isn't he? Wait,
You
which one
remember-
of them died again?
Dron's
not Dron, was it?
mage friend died
Ah,
at
yes.
on the City of Gardens whilst they were trying to investigate the Faceless. Dron let you know that he was making his way back to Maham, but he would likely not be back for at least over a week, as he's travelling by foot.
What about Thundergut?
Vienna will say...
Thundergut. Oh yeah, you see Thunderguts here as alongside Lady Naxter as one of the members of the council, and he's basically propping up the bar, chatting with Giax whilst downing whatever Giax gives him, basically.
Yeah. Vienna will say that's probably a competitor to Dron.
Be interesting when he gets back
Meanwhile,
to town.
I'm with Finry, I'm like, I always forget about how your uncle can drink.
And you do see Lord Shatterson is putting away drink after drink as well. He's properly putting, and you see a lot of simpering women around Lord Shatterson. A lot of them going on in age, and you get the obviously you know that Lord Shatterson, his wife, Finry's mother, was a planetar who stayed long enough to sort of see Finry to puberty before she had to return to the celestial realms. And you get the feeling that a lot of the ladies now see Lord Shatterson as available. Especially considering his daughter is now married off, no longer will be at home. So a lot of the more older single ladies of the peerage are now sort of trying to make their move on poor Lord
And
Shatterson.
if you can handle a planetar, I mean...
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is technically he's still married.
Yeah. Which you see, that's what he keeps trying to explain to them, but very few of them seem to be listening.
Yeah, Vienna's quite happy just gossiping with Val, actually, just about general people, so...
Yeah, you see Wilma and Ert dancing as well between them. You see various people you know from around Maham all moving around, dancing, chatting. It's a lovely afternoon. But as the sun begins to set and the party begins to wind down, the peerage members beginning to either leave for their own estates or a number of them being carted out by servants, having imbibed a little too heavily. Xandal, you see from the crowd your brother approach.
I step to one side and allow him to approach.
As you do, Halise just appears at your elbow, arms crossed, looking daggers at Arven.
Arven?
Xandal, sister, brother. So
I freeze at the word brother since he technically
that
said
was Halise saying that to him.
Oh, okay.
Got to remember.
Yeah.
They're
I was
both
like-
Paddy.
Yeah.
Arven goes, "It was a lovely ceremony and a lovely celebration. I must be getting home. I have an estate to run."
Well, I wish you safe journeys.
Thank you. Sister, you are always welcome to visit. Finry, always lovely to see you. You look radiant today. Yes, thank you, Arvin. He bows, turns, and then goes, as it is a wedding, I have to give a gift. He turns back, reaches into a sort of pouch at his side, pulls out a sort of medallion-shaped thing and flicks it towards you, Xandal.
I catch it.
You see it's the crest of the Gold Hills. Wearing that, the guards won't stop you if you want to investigate the desolation with your machines. Good day.
Thank you.
And he turns and walks off.
I take a breath. Well, that went better than I expected.
You see Helise just like slowly reaching into her bodice and pulling out a dagger.
Don't kill him yet.
You're right. Wait until he's on the way home and I'll say it's bandits.
You are sounding way too much like Talia every day.
Thank you, brother. That's so kind of you. Now, where did Grifter go? As she goes walking back into the crowd.
Gotta help that boy.
But as this reception finishes, Finri smiles down at you, Xandal. So, I believe we've got a bit of a party to go to at the Jester. And I don't know about you, but I don't think this current outfit is suitable for such a thing.
Of course.
Come along then, husband. Let's go get changed. As she walks with you towards the cottage.
Oh no. Yep.
Oh yeah, I know what's going on here.
Oh, yeah.
The bride and groom sneaking
Follow.
off. Oh, unheard of.
Follow.
Get a room. They are.
But the rest of you return ahead of the happy couple to the Jigging Jester, where you see Amber and Rook have laid out a massive spread of a buffet. You see suckling pig, you see roast venison, you see beef, you see pork, you see a whole platter of sushi that has been placed down there. You see your table upon the raised area that's normally reserved for Armatae has been replaced by a love seat, and hanging above it is a beautifully painted picture of Finri dressed in silks that are just covering enough, holding Xandal as they look at each other loving. And Gunter goes, "What? I only know how to do one type of painting."
I'm not complaining.
I
You
feel-
you remember to hide my portrait, right? I mean, it's not really appropriate for a wedding party.
I've covered all of your portraits up there with cloths, but if anyone wants to go up there and shift them aside, then, you know, they're going to be able to find
Well, I
them.
mean, then they can enjoy the view, but you know.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But you see the bar is fully stocked, the staff are ready, and as the guests begin coming in to this much more informal gathering, people begin to cheer and drink, and it's probably a good 30-40 minutes later after the rest of you arrive that Finri and Xandal return, both blushing in more casual clothes now, to cheers and applause from the crowd as they are guided up Loves on the balcony, both plied with drinks and food as the party begins to go in full swing down in the Jigging Jester tap room.
Val just goes up to Xandal and is like, page 117?
No, that's Tabaxi and Dragon Ball. You're thinking
Wait,
We-
what?
Bitch, he's calling you out.
yeah, about that. There's a party.
But Vienna,
Yes.
you do see now here amongst the crowd, mingling. Those 5 Fae are here.
Yeah,
At
I
this
tap
more
Val at that
open
point.
house.
It's like, you wanted to know where they were?
They know they don't need to hide here, right?
I think it's more for them than everyone else.
Do you think again, for both of you? It's more for everyone else.
Yeah.
I was going to
One
say,
thing-
they shouldn't be looking better than the bride, and they would, because
Oh.
ethereal.
Well, no, for one thing, the Sun King, as Val knows, if the Sun King isn't wearing his bandages, he'd be blinding everyone in this room
Yeah.
because of how his form works. Lady Winter and the Winter Queen are both so ethereally beautiful that they'd probably ensnare every man in. Mother Night
mean,
would probably be cooking people.
terrifying.
Act 3, Episode 1, but I think Lady Winter just turned up to the party as Lady Winter. So that's why I was just like...
Yeah, but she would have muted her, I don't know,
Yeah,
again,
etherealness.
Again, with Fae, they can look one way for one person and one way for another. So
okay.
for this, they've applied properly powerful glamours, and only Vienna can really see through it because of her. She's
To it.
part
Yeah.
Fae.
Would I be able to if I
you
chose to?
activated
Yeah.
your true sight, yeah, you'd be able to see as well.
Just keep
But they
Lady
are-
Winter away from my mum and Blossom. That's I don't need that combination. I'm only just dealing with it as it is.
Look at it
Like a
this
party
way.
to me.
Look
Val.
at it this way, Val. She's enjoying her freedom.
Val, you glance over to your mother and Rook and Blossom, and you don't see Lady Winter with them. The Sun King's over there sharing drinks with them and chatting.
What could possibly go wrong? But yeah, Vienna was she's enjoying some freedom she's not had for a long time. She probably doesn't know what to do with herself.
Yeah, I feel
Probably
that.
just enjoying time with getting to spend time with Gunter for an extended period of time without it being like a quick hello, how you doing? Let's go, and then
Let's
bye
go
bye.
die. Yeah. Yeah.
To save the world again. One destroyed city at a time.
Yep.
At this more informal gathering, you see people who weren't necessarily invited to the wedding, but who have come to pay their respects. You see Asgard from Asgard's Arms and Armor. They're currently engaged in an arm wrestle with the Diamond Drill. You see Z from Zeetzogs, from Candied Cantrips, who's currently having an impassioned chat with Urt about all things sweet. You see Absum there chatting away with a couple of other merchants and showing off a new potion. You see Father Nicholas sort of sat in a corner nursing a snake. You see people from all over that you've met. Some you have helped, some you have merely interacted with, but all are here to wish a member of Armatae well on their wedding day.
Fiona's still watching the crowd in case there's any shifty.
Go ahead, roll me a perception check.
I'm watching as well. Can I give her help on
You
that?
can have advantage, yes.
Perception.
I'd probably be looking for pickpockets and that lot, but not very hard.
22.
22. Everyone here just looks to be having a good time.
Okay.
The most subterfuge-like thing you see is like Grifter trying to sneak a drink. You see a Blossom paw come up from under the table and sneak the platter of sushi away. You see Lady Winter sneaking off with around 5 eligible gentlemen.
Yeah.
Guest rooms. You see Mother Night snatching various pieces of hair off of people, but not for anything you think too nefarious.
No. Just little tricks here and there.
Yeah, the sort of things you'd expect the Fae to get up to.
Yeah.
But no, nothing. No one seems to have any.
No one unexpected
Hostile-
turning up or anything like that.
No one unexpected. No one with any hostile intent. No danger of any kind.
Okay.
Don't just eat sweets, eat other things as well. Wilma will not appreciate rolling you back home.
It's then you see Z hand something. Turn to look at Wilma, grab Wilma, drag her upstairs whilst chewing on a sweet.
Oh.
Oh, not spicy sweets. Spicy sweets is a legitimate, like, aphrodisiac.
Oh,
Term.
you don't. You think back to all the sort of enchanted sweets Z's made. If Z went into adult making, there could be some serious things coming out of sweet shop.
Well, at least we get some entertainment watching the crowd, hey?
Yeah. And we're
Must
gonna
admit, it's
allow.
not- Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I was just gonna say Vienna's just like not the sort of weddings I'm used to.
Yeah, I'm not used to
That's not
weddings
really
in
shock
general,
on
but
weddings.
at the
Well-
same time, us being
Shotgun being the day after the wedding.
yeah, us being a little bit more reserved, but watching out for our friends during a wedding is probably the best bet that we can do for them, especially with
Yeah.
everything that's going on.
Yeah. No, the weddings I'm used to are more, they're more like agreements or contracts than nothing like this.
They tend to have
I think
more spiders.
Talia's. Oh, you go first.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. Sorry. I was saying I think Talia's like she's trying to enjoy the event, but she's still worried about what's going on, and she's like feeling guilty. Like, should we be doing this? Like, there's bad shit happening. There's refugees filling up the thingy. Like, she feels like she should be doing more. She's like got a distant look in her eye. Like, she's trying to spend time with Gunter, but like she's just sabotaging herself.
Uh-oh. He's rolling.
Be
his
done.
I
fingers.
know. I'm worried now. Shit, what have I done to myself?
You feel a hand chop you on the head, Talia, and you turn to see Rachna Vale stood behind you, just like chop you on the head. And you turn to see
What?
Rachna Vale. I know that look in your eyes. Stop it.
Stop what? I'm not doing anything.
Stop overthinking. Stop panicking. Stop thinking you shouldn't be enjoying this because bad things are happening in the world. Right now, sometimes you just have to let go and enjoy the good times whilst they're here. These times won't last. Don't let them slip through your fingers because you're too busy worrying about things you currently can do nothing about.
Well, what if Liquor was spending time doing this?
Do you know what anyone's doing?
What?
Do you
No.
know where they're doing it?
No.
Do you know a way to stop it? Is there
Probably not.
anything you could be doing right now that would stop it?
No.
Then why not just enjoy what you can enjoy whilst you can enjoy it? There is no reason to stop living your life just because something is happening elsewhere.
I mean, I'm not really alive.
Semantics.
I hate it when you're right.
I'm pretty much always right, so you must hate me a lot. Now, if you don't mind, I see a particularly nice looking slice of cake that's got my name on it. And he walks away.
Is that a euphemism? Gunter, is that a euphemism? Is what?
Can
No, I think
Ert
it's
grab
probably
the cake before he does?
you watch as a magical tug of war starts over the slice of cake,
Cake war!
with Rook eventually walking over, lifting them both up and going, "No," putting them both down again.
Fiona will probably have overheard that, and she was like, "Actually, that's quite a nice thing to hear."
What, the cake or?
No, what Rachna Vale said to you.
Yeah. I still hate that he's always right.
It's annoying, but he is right.
I imagine as you all glance over towards me, like, you see me chatting and sort of like having a great time with Finry, and probably the most genuine smile I think anyone's ever seen on Xandal, just completely lit up his face. He's completely relaxed, he's enjoying food, he's enjoying conversation.
In which, like, Vienna turns, looks at him, and goes, "Oh, look what you've done to him."
I know, right? He's all domesticated and in love.
Should we all stay down here? Make him aware that we're all going to stay down here until the morning.
Why? He's probably going to go to his tower or...
I mean, the tower doesn't have a
something.
bedroom. The tower just has... I mean, you saw he had some random rotting cot on the floor. Some people are into that, but like...
You do know, Finri has organised a honeymoon. At the end of this party, Raknavale will
no
be...
bride and groom goes home, they go somewhere nice.
Yeah,
like a hotel or
Raknavale will
something,
be teleporting Finri and Zandal to their honeymoon destination.
Besides, I'm not giving up my comfy bed.
You don't sleep
that it's
anyway.
There are other uses for a bed than sleeping, Val.
You hear from across the room, good to go. Don't I know it?
I
That's
just
my
look at my
man.
mum, embarrassed.
Which Vienna turns out to... Well, that's neither of us going for a quiet night, then, eh?
I'll just slowly drink
mean,
the
do
night
you-
away, I guess.
Yeah,
With that
just
case,
drink. You'll be so drunk you won't hear us. It's fine.
Vienna picks up a drink and passes one to Val and says, "Cheers."
Cheers.
I'm gonna say if you two are gonna spend the night drinking, I'm going to have you both make me a con save.
Yes, make
That's
them
fine.
both.
Who passed out
Unlikeliest of friends, Val and Vienna.
Paladins are immune to disease.
Alcohol is
disease,
not a
though.
disease.
Is it
it's
not?
A poison.
Oh.
It's a poison,
It's
dear.
poison.
It's a poison. I think you have advantage on poison.
That's
So
my
He
you
has,
should
shield.
probably-
he has resistance against poison because of the shield.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But the amount
Either way.
that I'm assuming they're both going to imbibe.
Yeah.
The night carries on, and the party grows raucous and full of joy and cheer. Many toasts are made, getting more and more slurred as the evening goes on. And you see as people are both drifting in and out of the Jigging Jester through the hours of the night. But eventually, as all good things must come to an end. And as the party begins to wind down and the guests begin to leave, Raknavale comes over to Finri and Zandal and goes, "I believe it's time to send the happy couple on their way for their honeymoon. Correct?"
I can't wait.
He hands you a scroll, Zandal, a return teleportation scroll for when your honeymoon is over. Until then, enjoy as he casts the teleportation spell, and Finri and Zandal vanish in a purple flash of light. As the rest of the party, either in various couples or thruples or morples,
Or drinking buddies. Yeah.
make their
No
way
idea
to-
where they went to the plane of fire, though.
make their way to their various rooms. Can I have Val and Vienna make me con saves, please?
Yeah. This
Here
is
we
before
go.
Val just goes to the onsen.
And promptly drowns.
I don't do so well.
Val, make it with disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Paddy's plans are ruined.
I was gonna have them wake up in bed together, not knowing if they'd done anything.
I can do a triple disadvantage if you really want me to roll a third
You
time.
know what? I'm gonna say.
I mean,
the
you
Sun
can
King-
voluntarily fail if you want. Like,
I'm gonna say the Sun King's gonna make you fail.
17 for the third
17.
one.
17. Okay. The next morning comes, and Val and Vienna.
wait, Val sleeps naked.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do.
Val and Vienna,
Oh,
you
God.
wake up. You wake up in the same bed. Your clothes strewn all over the room. You do not remember what happened the night before.
Okay, like
Oh, roll a new character.
Because Val's now dead. You might as well. That's like praying mantis, dude.
it's more of a Vienna is just like, we do not talk about this.
Val's just there on his knees, just like, I'm sorry.
Whatever happened, we do not talk about this.
And in all honesty, that feels like I know we were planning to have
It's
a
a
hard
short
finish
one,
anyway.
but
I was
It's a
going to say,
shorter
there's only
one,
so
it's
much you
purely-
could do if it's just a
purely
wedding that
RP
was planned.
session.
mm,
I feel like that is a good place to end the session anyway. Like I say, I knew we needed a hard finish tonight anyway. We were only going to go maybe more anyway. So feels like a good place to end. Hope you all enjoyed. This was a bit of a silly
Still 2
RP
hours.
session, wrapping up everything that had happened between Finri and Zandal. And now, unfortunately for this party, it's all downhill from here.
of the world as we know it.
As we know
Literally, it is literally the end of the world.
So, I will say to my players, Zandal and Finri's honeymoon will last a week. Next session we'll be picking up as they return. So, if there is anything you want your characters to do or have done during that week,
avoided Val.
Awkward meetings at the
Message you
breakfast
basically,
table.
yeah.
yeah. Well, don't message me. Think about it for next session and tell me. Yeah, and we will. Deal
Unless
with it
there's
as
something
quickly.
specifically that would require too long. I don't know. Like,
It's like I say that you've effectively had almost 2-3 weeks since the Drake Crags. I said originally you've got about a month until the Faceless figure out what's happening, where the gem is. So it's up to you guys what you do. Like I say, Zandal and Finri are away for a full week. When they come back, you have 1 more week until roughly the Faceless will know what's going on. So if there's anything you want to do or anything you want to prep, think about it. Tell me at the beginning of next session and we'll roleplay it out. Or message me and we can discuss it between sessions. Okay? Until next time, everyone, enjoy your own games. Be safe. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
bye.
Bye.